Alright, this is the most important tutorial that we are going to discuss. It's the text tool, and you may think that the text tool may be easy to use and you've probably used it before and you could probably figure out some of the things, but there are some things that you probably need to know before you start going into it. So let's open up a new file, ActionScript 3.0, and let's click our text tool, and you get three options. Your default option should be static text, and you get these other two called dynamic text and input text. I'll discuss these in a bit, but let's discuss these two options that you first get: character and paragraph. Family is just a font, so you get all these different fonts, and I'm going to select a specific font. I'm going to just use a font that everyone uses, Arial. And the style, as in bold, italic, black, I'm going to leave this at regular. And the size, how big you want it to be. Letter spacing, meaning the spacing between each letter, so it could be, I'm just going to leave this at 0, but if you can increase this to make the letters more spaced out, or you can make them go in. The color of the text, I'm going to make this red. Autokern is kind of like the spacing, but it spaces them out evenly, because if you don't, some fonts, they have letters next to each other and some letters are far apart, and autokern just makes that more spaced evenly together. You get anti-alias, and you get all these different options. 5. Use device font means it's going to use the user's font, not your font, but the user's font. So if someone else opens your file and starts playing with it, opens and starts playing the movie, they're going to use the font on their computer to determine how smooth this is going to be, because anti-alias means how smooth a letter is going to be. Bitmap text, no anti-alias, basically means there's not going to be any smoothing to the fonts or to the letters in Flash. That's going to make it a bit rough. You get anti-alias for animation. This makes it really smooth for big fonts, so if you're going to make something really big, you want to use this. Anti-alias for readability. This is for medium or small fonts. And custom anti-alias, you can customize how you want to do that, and let's look at that for a minute. And you get all this, you get these options for how thick you want it to be, how sharp you want it to be. We're not going to mess with these. These are some things that you want to mess with yourself. Paragraph, well, let's just type something first. I'm going to click and then type, it's cool. Escape to escape this text. If you press V, it's just gonna show up as a text letter. So just press escape and you get this blue border, and you can now select it. If you were to look at the paragraph, you get these options right here. Formatting, you can align them to the left, to the center, or to the right. Let's double click in this to go back into the text field. I'm gonna press enter. Gonna press escape, select tool, oh my bad, let me go back, escape, V, select this, and then we're gonna align it left, center, right, or you can just justify it, which makes it more even out. It doesn't align it from left or right, it just makes it more, as long as far as this thing goes, the blue box. And if we were to increase the spacing, the indenting, so if I were to increase this, you'd see that we're going to start indenting, and I'm going to show you this in a better way. I'm going to delete this, and there's two types of text boxes. If you were to click and then start typing, the box is just going to keep increasing until you press enter or return on your computer. If we were to undo this, go back to our text tool, and then click and drag, we just set up a fixed width, meaning that if we were to type, you'd see that the text won't increase the box width. It'll just increase its height and just keep increasing. And those are two different types. If you look at this little white box right here, you can fix the width from any angle you want. This little white box right here determines if it's a fixed width or a variable width. So if we were to double click this, it's going to turn into a variable width. If we were to double click this again, or just drag it out, drag it out, it becomes a box again, and it'll be a fixed width. So since it's the fixed width, I'm going to type in something. Don't know why that's happening, but if we were to escape, press V, select, and then do the spacing, you'd see that we're indenting it now, and we could fix this a bit. Or you could space it from lines, like the spacing between each line. So we can make this go in or out, however you like it. Set this back to 0. Margins, this box right here in the text, it's the width, the space between the text and the box from the left, or you can change that from the right. And you really can't do that. Well, yes you can, yeah. And you can see that we make these words go together easily. Undo that a little bit. And then you get this behavior. This won't work for static text. This is only for dynamic text. And you get orientation, and this is like changing your text. So if we were to leave it vertical left to right, you'd see that our text is now different than what it was. If we were to do right to left, it's gonna be from right to left, or you can rotate it, and you'd see that our text is back to it's now going down. Let's undo this. You have these other options called the linking, and you have these filter. We're not going to discuss how to use this yet, so let's delete this. Wait, no. Let me show you what I'm gonna minimize these and open up options. This is when you want to put a link. If you were to double click and select this and then type in a link, I'm going to use my site, and then you get target, meaning blank means it's going to open up in a new window. Self means it's going to open up in a new tab. Parent and top, well, people don't really use them anymore, so don't worry about these. Self and blank are the only ones that you want to use. Let's put some blank, and then if we were to go back, you'd see that we have flash underlined, meaning this is the link. But if we were to play the movie, you'd see that underline is gone. So you have to customize that. So let's change this to blue, and if we want to add an underline, you have to get your line tool and then just add it yourself.